Hey, this is the assembly video for the CA-53 speed bag platform. There's a lot of small little parts here. I'll walk you through the step-by-step. There are some frustration parts if you don't do it correctly, but you'll figure it out when that time comes. So grab the manual, lay the parts out, get them out of the box, lay them out so you can see them visually, and we'll start with the assembly. Now, if there is one part that's going to give you some frustration, it's what we call the worm drive. And that's the part that is going to raise and lower the platform as far as the adjustability. It's the shaft that has the threads on it. We'll call it the worm drive. So the unit comes with the platform attached to the frames. So get this piece out right now. Just for the sake of having it stand up straight, I'll slide the shaft right there so it can at least stand up right there. You have two brackets. There is a top and there is a bottom. The one with the label is going to be the lower part, the bottom. The one that doesn't have the label as far as the caution is the top. So confirm this is the side that you're going to have the bag on. So let's call this the bottom, this the top. The bracket with the caution is the bottom. The other bracket is the top. So here's the tricky part. In the threaded sleeve or the threaded pole called the worm drive, at one end you will find a little notch. That is for future use of a part, a little plug that helps crank the wheel that turns the shaft that raises the platform. That's an important part to find. So take that and slide it from the top of the frame. There's a small hole in the middle. Through that, plug side first. I had it right the first time. Plug side first. In the hole, what you can't see, there is a chrome metal block inside there with a hole in it that's threaded. This will thread through the hole, so you sit there and have to turn it all the way through until it lines up halfway. So slide it in. Find that hole. And just start to turn it. Get it about 50-50 in the middle and you can stop. Okay, so right there, 50-50. Now, take both of the solid chrome rods and slide them through the frame itself. Get through there. There's no top or bottom. They both have the same ends, so it doesn't matter which one you stick in as far as the direction. The bottom line is to get set up so your solid chrome bars and your worm drive are pretty much the same right there. So that's where I want to start, having the platform with the rods inside. So there's kind of step one. Step two, we're going to take the brackets. Okay, before you slide the lower bracket onto the three rods, make sure on the worm drive you have three washers, what I call the hamburger type washers. You got one has ball bearings and two the outer part of the sandwich. So put those in, make a little sandwich with them, like so, and slide that over the worm drive, like so. Then you can put on the lower bracket. So slide the worm drive on first. Find the right holes for the chrome rods and bolt the chrome rods to the bracket. You should have a little piece sticking out of the worm drive, and that is where the little lead piece that holds the handle will go down the road as far as the assembly process. So for right now, let's go ahead and bolt this guy together. Okay, the brackets are slid over. You've got the solid chrome shafts on the outsides, the worm drive in the middle. The small little plug part is sticking out there at the end. You can see it right there. So now let's bolt this together so there's more structure in the unit. You have 4 bolts with washers. You should be able to see the open mouth thread of the shaft on the inside through the hole. The tool needed is a 17mm wrench. So once you have the 4 bolts finger tight into the chrome rods and everything looks good as far as the structure, go ahead and tighten them down tight. Okay, now the frame is tight. Your brackets, top and bottom, are firmly fastened to the chrome rods. So now let's keep the platform stable. You have 4 locking nuts or brackets that help adjust it. Turn this one aside. These four guys can just screw in the back right here. These are for when you're going to raise and lower the unit to lock it in place when you find your desired height. So right now we can lock it into place all the way down. Get these 4 in place. Okay, all solid. Next, let's do the swivel faceplate. I've already attached the bag to the swivel. There's a master link, just like your old bicycle change. Pop the master link off, slide the bag over to the one link, put the faceplate back on, and then put the master link back on. So those go back from the bicycle days, so it's already on here. You can, if you feel so inclined, you can take this off as such. So for the sake of putting this on easier, we'll take it off. I have seen some people buy extra swivels and attach this off to the side to have 2 different style bags. That way, if you want to change style bags, you unscrew the swivel part to the faceplate and not mess with the chain link, but that's your option. So here's the faceplate. There are 4 long brass colored screws. Get those 4, just slide them inside. On the back side, place these here. Okay, tighten those down, maybe a pair of pliers on the back side and a screwdriver on the front side. Make it nice and tight. Reattach the swivel. Just screw this back on. There you go. Lastly, the handle. Remember the small notch in the worm drive? That's now for the little slide part. Goes right in there. The handle has a slot right there inside. You'll see where the little plug will fit inside the slot. There you go. Washer, small little bolt. He will then screw right inside here. To pump up the bag, you have a small little pump. If you pop the cap off the end, there is a little needle right there. Just screw it in and pump up the bag. Cap goes on top of it. And there you have the Speed Bag CA-53 platform.